In today's video, we're going to rank zombie apocalypses across 6 core stages of human history, from the Stone Age to our chaotic modern era, and we're figuring out where you'd actually have a chance of surviving without turning into one of the living dead. And spoiler alert, this is not just about stronger weapons. It's not just about better medicine. It's about the total ecosystem of civilization collapsing around you while you're being hunted by mindless, relentless predators that do not care about social contracts, armies, or morality. So buckle up, because we're jumping into a seatbelt-less time machine and traveling through 6 eras of human development. We're breaking down tools, population density, social structures, psychological tendencies, and the ultimate fragility of civilization itself. Let's start with the era everyone writes off as hopeless, the Stone Age. Small groups, 30 to 50 people, nomadic hunter-gatherers spread across vast land. And this is a massive advantage, because if there's no one to bite, the infection can't spread. A small outbreak might take out a few unlucky people, but the horde eventually wanders off, starves, freezes, or gets ripped apart by predators, even though their tools, stone-tipped clubs, flint knives, and spears, were primitive. In coordinated hands, they were deadly up close. But here's the catch. Every fight is close range. No antibiotics, no backup. One bad cut means death. Add superstition. Unknown diseases mimicking zombie symptoms, and tribes make catastrophic decisions. Winter forces people into caves, where one infected person can wipe out a group overnight. And still, low population density, constant movement, and zero global trade networks give the Stone Age around 40% survival odds. Shockingly high. Now we move into the Bronze Age. Better weapons, organized armies, the first real cities. And this is where everything goes wrong. Crowded streets, shared water, terrible sanitation. One infected market vendor is enough to doom an entire city. Religious rituals replace quarantine. Sacrifices replace logic. And panic spreads faster than the infection. Bronze weapons, though sharper than stone, bend and break under repeated stress, making prolonged melee exhausting and dangerous. Food and water supply chains become a critical weakness. Any disruption, panic, flight, or death leads straight to starvation and disease. Armies try to intervene, but disciplined formations are not built to fight tireless enemies that ignore fear, pain, and the rules of war. Survival drops to around 35%, unless you're far from the cities. Then comes the Iron Age, sharper swords, real armor, professional armies. On paper, this looks like an upgrade. In reality, roads, trade networks, and massive empires spread infection faster than ever. One sick sailor, one merchant ship, and it goes continental. Infrastructure collapses when workers die or flee. Aqueducts fail, food rots, famine follows, cities fall fast. Survival sits around 45%, mostly for remote, geographically isolated regions. Urban populations? They're finished. Now the medieval era. Castles, moats, knights in steel, look safe. It's a trap. Cut the supply lines, and castles become stone coffins. Overcrowding, hunger, superstition. People don't fight zombies. They pray, they panic, they make it worse. Unless you're isolated in a well-stocked monastery or a remote fortress, survival drops to around 30%. Next up, the early modern world. Firearms appear, global trade explodes, cities grow dense, guns help, but slow reloads, limited ammo, and fragile logistics hold them back. Ports become death traps. News spreads panic faster than truth. Survival averages around 50%, and it depends entirely on where you are and when it starts. And finally, the modern era. Assault rifles, drones, helicopters, instant communication, the ultimate arsenal, and the most fragile civilization. Electricity fails, supply chains collapse, hospitals become infection hubs, traffic jams trap people, social media fuels chaos, soldiers desert to protect their families. The fall is fast, faster than ever before. Prepared people, self-sufficient rural communities, and coordinated groups still have a chance. Theoretically, 60%. Realistically, closer to 50%, because humans are amazing at ruining good plans, and that's the real lesson. The more advanced civilization becomes, the harder it falls when the rules stop mattering. The Stone Age is deceptively safe. The Bronze and medieval eras are death traps. Early modern times are a gamble, And modern society is both the strongest and the most fragile. So remember this: weapons help, supplies help, but real survival comes from understanding how civilizations collapse when the dead don't follow the rules. And if you're ready to dive deeper into the wildest real-world zombie experiments and mind-bending survival strategies ever studied, click the video on screen because there's a lot about zombies you've never heard before.